Hey guys, and welcome to my EverQuest Legends Beta game plan. I am very excited for EverQuest Legends. I'm going to be hitting it pretty hard when the beta begins on July 1st. What happens is if you pre-order, you get to beta for that month, and then the game will launch for real in a clean slate at the end of July. This is a build that I've heard is pretty good. And so I looked online for resources about it, and I couldn't really find a lot that's out there. No like build guide YouTube videos. So I just wanted to briefly discuss what I've learned and what I plan to do, and talk about my plans to provide a lot of content about this build if it's good. So first of all, I want to tell you kind of why I'm playing this build. I was really looking for a build that can be an ogre. Um, not being able to be frontally stunned, starting with high stamina and strength. Neither of these things are like necessary in EverQuest Legends, but they sound like a pretty nice bonus at level 1. You can use AAs. We will all get insane gear with insane stats, but still, being an ogre kind of seems like a leg up. And the more I thought about it, the more I was kind of excited just to be this goofy, big ogre. And once they added the new item in Black Burrow that will allow you to shrink yourself as a clicky, I think that cemented it. Um, I want a build that can solo all the content in the highest difficulties once it's geared. I'd like something that has decent DPS, not soloing a god that takes 20 minutes. No one's got time for that. And I want to be a bard for sure, because they seem amazing in EverQuest Legends, and that's another thing that I've never really done in EverQuest before. So I think a lot of people have heard that Warrior Bard Cleric was pretty good throughout June, but the night classes got a significant buff a few weeks back. Maybe it's like a month back now. The knights do a lot of DPS and also have great survivability. Shadow Knight Bard Cleric, this would be a contender, but I've heard that Paladin is better DPS. Of course, if you're Paladin Bard Cleric, you can't start as an ogre. Maybe you can become one later, but the details are not super clear right now on how that would work because the ogre faction quest is horrendous. So either they change that, or maybe you can buy race change at the shop. Finally, I began to read a little bit about this Berserker, Bard, and Paladin. Um, the main tech here is from this Reddit conversation. I wouldn't normally pick what I'm going to play just off of a little Reddit thread. Um, but in this case, it is a beta that I know only lasts for 28 days. And so it just seems like, hey, this, according to this commenter, is exactly what I'm looking for. So I might as well try it and share how it goes. To summarize this conversation, the first Andrev, I'll credit to them, says that Berserkers have insane DPS, that you can use Berserker Stance to make the lay on hands proc very fast. I've read other places like every 75 seconds you can lay on hands. So that combined with like other sources of sustain like the Bard can kind of get you through long fights when you're geared. And also it just has much better DPS than Paladin Bard Cleric does. The downside, I guess, is that you're not Cleric, which maybe for some people that's an upside. I don't know. I kind of would enjoy like going in large raids and healing. I've healed in many games, so I think that my plan is to rush to 50, and then I think I might unlock Cleric on the unlock at level 50, and probably do like Cleric, Druid, Wizard just for the rituals, or level up like if pet classes end up being good, like Cleric, Mage, Necromancer or something as the second, and then experiment from there. This is all stuff that we'll probably do in the launch because I don't think I'm going to have time in July. But game plan for me in July is to experiment with this Berserker, Paladin, Bard. Create a video about leveling that combo up to 50. I'm not going to sit around in Befallen and grind gear and, you know, level up my rituals. Not doing that. Just want to see what it's like power leveling to 50. If that's comfortable. I hear that it is, that you don't need to like farm AAs at level 20. Just power level to 50, take on some dragons right away, see what that's like, gear up a little bit if I can, see how much progress I can make, and then release a second video or a third video at that point. You know, if people really like these videos, I'd love to make more videos before release. You know, videos about the Revenge Befallen, Blackburrow. I'm really excited to check out Blackburrow on my second trio. I'm sure that's where I'll start. But this is the plan. We're going Berserker, Bard, Paladin. Thank you. See you next time.